Fresh starts have always enchanted me. Real hope in a sunrise, that sense that we can begin again. But at a certain age, even for a glass half full person like me, starting over can feel exhausting. If you too have started more diets than you can count, especially in January, only to watch them quickly fade away before spring ever arrives, that pattern would make anyone wary of ever trying again. That's why this year I'm taking a more low-stress, week-by-week approach to weight loss and health. It's softer, especially for we women over 60. Instead of big plans, I'm focusing on one small goal each week. Nothing too far ahead, just what's manageable right now. And when one of my habits settles into my body, then I feel comfortable moving on. Welcome back to Butterfly Dares, y'all. I'm Debra, and here we talk about beginning again using body partnership for one thing, aligning better and better, not perfectly, with all the things that can make our butterfly soar. Aligning the energy, eating, fasting, and well-being wings of our life naturally. Although I've released 20 pounds so far, there's 80 more to go. And that's a huge number. Plenty of new beginnings to work with for sure, which makes me glad, but finishing is the challenge, right? For these remaining 80 pounds, it would be easy in January to go wild on goals. I want so much for my health and fitness this year, but I'm a busy lady. My life is not just weight loss. There's the creative and caregiving goals I have too. It's a lot. In the past, I've planned out my year way in advance. But for 2026, I'm not even planning celebration rewards for milestones I achieve, beyond the tokens I ordered to mark my progress. It tickled me to no end last week to add my second charm. But other than that, my butterfly, that whisper voice of wisdom that I'm listening to more and more, has led me to calm the heck way down on goal planning. And know what? I love the way calm makes me feel. And my living situation is not simple. I care for a loved one navigating complex challenges that are private and not mine to share. And I live with roommates. So partnering with my body and within the unpredictable reality of my day-to-day is vital. I cannot wait for life to be calm and perfect, but must choose my eating practice in the midst of many things I cannot control. That means right now, my body can't release weight as fast as maybe it would if I were living alone. Many weeks, especially when I'm helping others through hard times, my progress is slow. And I'm not complaining about that. I'm just explaining why it took me 23 weeks to lose 20 pounds. The time it took to lose, though, is insignificant because for the first time in my life, I'm living inside the storm and still losing weight, not piling it on. And how many can say that they finished the holidays lighter than they were before the holidays? Not many, but I can, and I am thankful for it. But New Year enthusiasm happens and I shoot for the moon with goals. I tend to forget that I get distracted often or sick sometimes, or my energy wanes. Sometimes I eat off plan, and suddenly, with too many goals, I feel like I failed the whole thing and so just give up. So this new year, thanks to the slow body wisdom I'm learning, I'm approaching the next 12 months 1 week and one goal at a time. Within the current week, I actively choose one level up within my eating practice to commit to. If I do anything extra, that's fine, but it doesn't count as a goal because, what my nervous system doesn't know about won't stress her. This week's weight loss goal focuses on the eating wing of my eating practice because that's where I'm having the most trouble. When I get a handle on eating consistently for what my body needs to release this excess fat, the other wings will function better too. So this week, my goal is to maintain low-carb eating from Sunday through Friday. On Saturday, which is today, after weigh-in, I use the rest of this day to eat higher carbs. Nothing crazy, but just enough to mix it up for my metabolism so she doesn't think her incoming energy is stuck. I do this because my body still struggles with insulin resistance. When I eat too many carbs consistently, my metabolism holds on to fat instead of releasing it. Weekend carb cycling keeps my insulin response flexible. Earlier this week, I intended to stick with the same plan, but I kept eating higher carbs through Monday. Old weekend emotional habits are hard to change for me. So I pivoted on Tuesday back to low carb and the rest of the week and committed to planning my meals for the coming weekend. I chose this goal because knowing weekends are tough for me. Planning meals seems like the best, gentlest approach to help me stay on track after Saturday's weigh-ins. Speaking of weigh-ins, here it is. I started this week at 215.7 pounds and weighed in this morning at 216.3. So I'm up about half a pound. Thankfully, I recognized the problem and so gained a little wisdom in the process. My meals and carbs are now planned for the rest of today and for tomorrow through Friday. No decision fatigue is on the horizon for this coming week. Writing it out really helps me see my eating focus. I don't have to decide on any one day, any 1 hour or minute what I'm eating. I already know. I'm expecting the best from myself this coming week, so stay tuned to see how it works out. If you'd like to begin again with healthier habits, especially in your 60s and beyond, it can feel overwhelming to plan for a whole year or even just for 3 months in advance. But guess what? We can be rebels. We are the boss of ourselves and can make our goals a little bit more manageable to what suits us. And that's not weakness, friends, that's wisdom. And yeah, that might mean a slightly slower progress, which in my experience is a win. Slower means I don't regain. Check out my plateau experience in the vlog above. So what about it? Will you join me on this 1 week, 1 goal practice? Drop a comment with your 1 goal for the coming week. I'd love to hear what's working for you. Meantime, I'll continue to share my updates and progress every week. Thank you for sticking with me today, butterfly friends. If this practice resonates with you, subscribe and we'll continue to level up together 1 week and 1 small goal at a time.